I wonder what sums up maybe that first half performance for Liverpool best, Brian, is that apparently Jurgen Klopp turned to his assistant Peter Kravitz at half-time and asked him to pick out one good video clip to show the lads at half-time to G them up a bit. And he went, I've got nothing for you.
Well, it was certainly the worst performance we've seen from Liverpool, I'd say, this year against any opposition. They were very poor the first half. It was an extraordinary turnaround the game, Tommy, given what we saw in the first leg last week, where Liverpool were superb and Villarreal rarely got out of their own half. Whereas last night they came out and went for it. But Liverpool made so many mistakes in possession. Even Thiago, who I picked out, has been their top player in recent weeks and months, I suppose, was giving the ball away. There was some long balls forward, nothing much happening defensively. Struggled, I'd say both full-backs struggled, even the centre-halves, the much praised centre-halves. But the thing was that Villarreal put it onto them. Capu here, rather, getting up into the box. We rarely saw him more than 30 or 40 yards from the goal at Anfield. He was up in the box continuously, putting pressure on Robertson. Here he is again, coming round the back of Robertson. He looked like he'd lost it. This little turn here, he gets a long way away from Robertson, lots of time. But they'd 5 men in the box. When you look, Esteban was in at the far post. He could have scored it. He was onside. It was a total change in attitude, and it seemed like...
And it really worked, didn't it?
It caught Liverpool. Well, it worked. And there you go, 2v1 to far post. Trent didn't do very well, and they retrieved the 2 goals, and a brilliant first half. But it's a sign of Liverpool's brilliant as a team as well, that they were able to turn that round. We saw it earlier this year when they played Atletico away, and they went 2 up early on the match. Atletico back to 2-2, and Liverpool went on to win the game 3-2 in Madrid. Now, they were helped a bit by Griezmann's red card, but it showed the resilience and the strength of purpose. Also, something about them that says, well, right, we can take a bit of a setback and get on with it. But I'm sure the manager had a bit of work. I know, I saw that, read that about that piece at half-time, but I'm sure he did the stuff at half-time. And he made a crucial change at half-time, which had a major impact on the game.
Yeah, look, I mean, you could talk about the stats in the first half. Their passing accuracy was 66% compared to 84% in the second half. So they obviously passed it better. You know, Villarreal maybe weren't able to keep up that intensity, but the introduction of Luis Diaz, how important was that for them?
It was everything, you know. Villarreal had the momentum in the first half, and Jurgen Klopp needed to do something to wrestle that back. And I'm pretty sure that he would have given his team a right going over at half-time. But the change is what inspired it. This guy has been a breath of fresh air since he came into Liverpool. His energy, his direct running, his positivity and everything that he does has been brilliant. There's been a time where Liverpool would have been under pressure and they would have been looking to Shaqiri or Origi. And no disrespect to those guys, they now have a front 5 or 6 that they could swap any of them out, really, and you wouldn't know it's a whole pile. But he added something different, which is a threat in behind, and really got Liverpool going and helped them turn the corner.
Yeah, and he was unlucky with that one there. I mean, I thought the ball got stuck in a puddle of water. It was hard to understand or to know exactly how wet it was or how waterlogged it was on that part of the pitch. But his little run there in between Albiol and Foy, the timing the run, really could a better goalkeeper have done better. This is
time was probably done at that stage, but it summed up the keeper's night.
But the fact that the Diaz stayed out wide in the second half, Jota was inside close to Mane a lot of the first half, and he stayed out away from Foyt and stretched the defence, and it got the other front players into the game as well. It gave Liverpool room to play in, and every time he got on the ball, he looked like such a threat that he was going to do a bit of magic, and it had a big impact. I thought he'd made 2 changes at half time, but the one that he made had a massive impact. On the
and it's a testament to their mentality, because I can't tell how difficult it is to wrestle back control of a game, especially away from home. In the Champions League semi-final against Villarreal, they got their tails up, they can't wait for the second half to start. The pressure that Liverpool would have been under for that second 45 minutes to wrestle back control of that game shows an incredible mental fortitude that Jurgen Klopp has instilled in his team.